Greetings, Cubs. Welcome or welcome back again. It's time to step into the lion's den. So I decided to do a quick reading on BTS. I don't know everything of what's going on, but I do know that they're avoiding or trying to avoid military enlistment. It looks like Hive Entertainment has finally decided to just kind of just be upfront with everybody, because to be honest, I'm gonna be real honest, I knew this was coming. I think most people knew it was coming. I didn't really care too much how many times BTS may have said they wanted to actually go, y'all gonna hear my chair squeak, by the way. I don't care how many times BTS said that they want to go into the military. I knew for a fact that Big Hit, or now Hive, was going to try everything in their power to make sure that that didn't happen. And I gotta see that happening now. So I don't plan on making this, super long, actually. I plan on this being like a really, honestly, a mini reading. I only have 2 decks that I think I want to use today to see if I get any insight on it. So yeah, let me know your guys' opinion in the comment section. Before I get into this reading, I want to know, do you think that BTS should go and enlist and serve the military, or do you think that they shouldn't enlist, and that they have basically done a lot as a global group to get global recognition, that they should not have to enlist, like, because I know they have something with the sports players who who are in the Olympics or go to the Olympics or whatever, that they don't have to serve if you're, but you know what I mean. Do you think they should enlist, or do you think they shouldn't enlist? And for those who are in the between, do you think they should just go ahead and let Hive make that decision for them? Well, let me know. Leave in the comment section. Let's see if we get anything interesting on BTS and enlistments. Anything around that area. Okay. So I wonder, should they enlist? Why or why not? I guess that's where I'm going to go with this. So I have keep going classes and journaling. I feel like with these 3 cards here, and it's just talking about use of energy. Use the energy of any disappointments to fuel your creative project with authentic emotion. Learning and teaching is part of your higher calling. And we have journaling, which is consistently writing about your feelings and activities, stirs creative ideas, and builds your confidence as a writer. So I'm getting a bit mixed feelings from this. I'm feeling like I'm getting a mixed feeling, actually. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but either way, I do feel like if they get exempted from the military, that they should write some songs about it. Although I do think that will have a 50-50 kind of effect. Like, some people are going to appreciate it, and then some people may not. But either way, however this goes, I do see this being a lesson for them. I do think that they should continue with music, because that's kind of what I'm seeing. That's what I feel like is going on with Keep Going. I feel like the cards are saying that they should kind of like continue on the path that they're going now. So yeah, well, we'll see. Last, I want to use this deck just to kind of get more insight on BTS and the military, and then possibly also how the public will react. So first, how is BTS feeling about going to the military? Publicity. Okay, what about it? Okay, that was a whole, those kind of slid off the top, but freedom, yeah. So Okay. We have publicity, freedom, sensuality, indifference, wealth, and ending. Okay, so interestingly enough, they are worried about the public, but they also kind of don't want a public opinion on their decision of whether or not they want to enter the military or not. I also see like they definitely appreciate the freedom that they've been having from when it comes to relationships, spending their money, any of that. Kind of like their individualism. Even this sense of freedom, it kind of talks on everything, like the difference between the person who's working on their laptop and then someone who's enjoying a pizza, and then sensuality, and then and you got alcohol there, and then you have wealth. It's like kind of showing almost different levels of interest between them. And I feel like, you know, they all kind of have these things that they want to do, and they're not interested in the public's take on what they're not interested in the public's take. You see indifference. They're not interested in the public's take or opinion on what they decide to do with their lives at this point. Okay, they're kind of like they worked hard and they've been working hard within this group, and they want their freedom. They want the ability to have a choice on whether or not they want to go into another I really want to say system of oppression, but if they want to go into the military, if they wanted to stay where they were, if they wanted to take a vacation, it's kind of like they're just like, stay out of our business, you know. You have the right to do whatever you want to do. They don't want anyone dictating their life anymore. They don't want extra people dictating their life. So it seems like they're like, we have a lot of that already. We're already being yelled at by fans. We're being yelled at by our company. We're being yelled at by the government, by the military, by foreign fans, by, you know, and they're like, we just want to relax. Okay. What else do we have around BTS and the military situation? Is there anything else? Okay. Profit and loss. So they know that there is a gain that they can, either way, they're like either decision that they make, they know they're gonna both gain and lose. Okay? If they decided to stay, they will gain their freedom, they will gain a sigh of relief, but of course they will also gain a lot of hate, potentially lose a lot of fans. Then you have, if they go to the military, it's like, yes, they may gain the respect of a lot of people or fans or whoever, but also they may feel like they're going to lose a lot of their freedom, a lot of their space. And as I know that a lot of celebrities who go into the military do end up suffering because they're still staying with a lot of fans and staying with a lot of people, and I see that there's a lot of harassment. And even from readings, there's a lot of dark things that go on in the military, and honestly, a lot of these celebrities are not exempt from it, so they suffer along with other people who aren't celebrities in there. And I don't mean just by, you know, the cruelty of, I meant like the difficulty of learning to be a soldier, but I mean other things, like other things. But yeah, they don't want to deal with that. Okay, but they know that either way is a win. It's not a win-win situation. Either way, they know it's like a win-lose situation. So at this point, that's what that indifference is. It's like, well, we'll wait it out and we'll see what happens, and whatever happens, happens. So I want to know then, right, what happens if they decide to, what happens if they decide to go to the military? Do I pull these out? Okay. You know, I mean, I do see some forms of positivity for some of them. I see maybe some of them not enjoying it so much. We have marriage, enthusiasm, optimism, isolation, and curiosity. So it doesn't seem all that bad. I do think somebody is going to try to get married, or somebody's going to go ahead and, you know, announce that they're dating. Illusions. And this is kind of like right under the marriage, and we have the heart and the dove. I'm not sure if it'll be real. It may be a publicity stunt. Yeah, somebody like literally marrying for public, I don't know, some form of public attention. I'm not sure what the marriage would do or help in this case. But it's this weird, okay, we have stress in reverse, so some form of stress relief. But then it's like bondage, ambitions, like trapped. So we have bondage. So yes, I feel like somebody's gonna get married. I don't know how, you know, when this is gonna be, but I feel like somebody is trying to get married. We have ambitions, like almost like I feel like they're in this cage, but the door is open. So it's like they deliberately find a way to sort of block themselves off from things that they don't want to participate in, and at the same time they can leave whenever they're ready. Let's see. Yeah, we have reunion, dreamer, lover, and estrangement. I don't think that this person, whoever it may be, is actually going to be someone that they're like, you know, actually in love with. That may come later, but even that, they're not. It's publicity. I really feel like whatever this is publicity. There's a reason for this marriage or this get together or this union, maybe this dating scandal, whatever it may be. I feel like there's going to be a reason for it. There's a reason for it. There's a goal. So yeah. I'm actually going to ask the same question because I got distracted. I'm going to actually use my new tarot deck, which is the Mystical Medleys. This is a vintage cartoon tarot. I'm going to use this to kind of pull some more cards on what happens if they decide to go to the military, and what happens if they are exempt and do not go. So up top, I'm going to put what happens if they go, I guess, and then the bottom will be what happens if they don't go. Okay. Oh, okay. So, first of all, I do see it actually being a little bit chaotic if they do end up going to the military. I see that there's going to be a lot of things revealed about them. I see a lot of fighting. I don't know if that's with each other or with the fans. I see even more stuff being unraveled, and I see that this is may come more so from within the group. Yeah, it's almost like some form of betrayal of loyalty. But I do see, like, you know, them having maybe a publicist or somebody, or the company maybe like rushes in to sort of clean everything up, or make everything look neat again. I don't know if that works, but for the most part, I'm just seeing like a lot of fighting. It's not really showing me too much about the public. Yeah. Let me move this out the way. But I wonder why it gets so chaotic if they go, right? So what if they don't go? What if they decide not to go? I feel like my questions are being answered in reverse. But anyway, what if BTS, what happens, how will the public react if BTS decide to not go to the military? Okay, I'm going to put these back in here actually. So BTS decides to not go to the military. How will the public react? Okay, so there are no fire. Are there fire signs in BTS? Do we have a fire sign? I don't think we do, right? No, wait, is Jin a Sagittarius? I don't know. I know I was seeing a fire sign before, but I don't remember if there's a fire sign in BTS. But I see an earth sign and a fire sign, but I see the earth sign being pretty fine off. I don't know why. One of the earth signs, I see them still winning. Fire sign, I do not. Hold on. Okay. Okay, it's just like these long articles, and I'm not about to do... Okay, hold on, wait a minute. I think it's Jin. Jin is a Sagittarius. I don't know if Jin's gonna go. I think Jin is gonna completely accept to not go, and that will not benefit him. That would probably be a really bad decision. I feel like Namjoon may go regardless, or at least there's going to be an earth sign that's going to go regardless of the decision, because they're going to be more determined to sort of keep their image. So they may cooperate in one way or another, and even if they don't go, they may openly voice their opinion about still wanting to go. Yeah, and that's going to benefit them, although they still will lay low for a while. Yeah. Okay, that's a lot of cards. Let's see if there's anything else. I think that may encourage air signs not going to be happy about any decision. Like, so if they say, oh, you can't go to the military, the air sign, I think G-Man is a Libra. G-Man potentially, does not mean it is him, may kind of be like, dang, we decided in the past that we really didn't want to go, and now you putting up a front. Because I feel like, honestly, regardless of what BTS has said publicly, I don't think they want to go, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, who wants to just go into the military? Like, nobody sane wants to do that, okay? And especially if you're just not doing it to pay bills and things like that, whatever you need to, if you're not doing it for your literal survival, nobody actively just wants to go into the military. But that's just my personal take. But I feel like this air sign here is kind of like, we said in the past we did not want to go. Like, we didn't want to go to the military. We didn't want to do this, and now you're out here acting and showboating and acting like you really are about that life, and you really want to go, and you don't. And they're going to be pretty pressed about that. And I think that's probably also what may lead to a bit of arguments or fighting, or even some public shaming that comes from within the group. This does force another member to move. And I don't know if this Knight of Pentacles is going to represent another one of the earth signs, or if this is talking about this air sign, which may be Jimin. I think he's the only air sign. No, J-Hope's an air sign too, right? He's an Aquarius. I always think Aquarius is water, so forgive me. But, okay, anyway. So, yeah, it's going to kind of force one of these air signs to move or follow suit. Like, dang, like, if we were all in agreements, we could have just taken the blow together. But now that this one, like, maybe potentially this one member is showboating and saying, well, even though they said we don't have to go, I want to go, I'm gonna go, whatever, it's like now the air sign or signs feel like they then have to also put on a show. Because then if this one person is saying, oh, they're still going to go, or they still wanted to go, then the rest of them have to follow suit, or that'll be bad for their image. And they get pretty upset about that. They get pretty upset about that. They definitely will feel like their hands forcibly being moved. And so they're going to have to follow routine, follow suit. So, yeah, that's what I have for BTS. Do they really want to join the military? I don't think they do. I don't feel like they really do. Hold on, one of these cards. I'm just going to pull out just a few cards. And this one. Yeah. They are hoping... I keep getting this lover card that comes up. Or some form of mentioning some form of lover, or this could just be a connection. But either way, they do have a few plans to kind of like distract, like, you know, pocket sand, you know, throwing the fans' eyes and kind of like run and disappear. Also, they're hoping that their company works their magic so that they don't have to, I don't know if they're still overseas or not. I don't know if they're still overseas or not, but it's like, I feel like they're like, oh, we don't want to go back. Like, we don't want to go back. We don't want to have to go back over there and be soldiers. We don't want to have to do that. Also, I see that they're, yeah, because they're at this point where they're like, dang, we have to acknowledge certain things now. Like, oh, we're going to have to acknowledge there's some things that it seems like, is going on with BTS that they have been ignoring or pretending like it doesn't exist. And for some reason, something about this military enlistment or whatever it is, it probably is. It probably is that. It probably is the military enlistment. It's like now it's on their doorstep. Before, it's like they could ignore it. They could pretend like it's not there. And now it's like, dang, now it's on our doorstep. People are back checking for us again. So, you know, it's like they're like, we don't want to speak about it. We don't want to have to put our faces out there and say, well, you know, say again where we stand on this. Or have to lie again because it looks like they're tired. So they're like, hey, let the company handle it. Hopefully if the company gets them to not have to go to the military and that they don't have to say anything about it and they can just stay quiet or whatever. So that's kind of where they're at, what they're planning and what they're hoping would work. Like I said, even if that does happen, I still see one of them earth signs deciding to kind of show out, which then makes things pretty difficult for the rest of the members. Because then, like I said, after they show out, then the rest of them is like, dang, we got to follow suit. And it's just like all of that work for them to sit there and be like, we're going to go to the military anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I have. Let me know your thoughts below on what do you think? You know, like I said before in the beginning, do you think they should go into the military? Do you think they should be exempt from going into the military? Do you think it should be their choice, and honestly that they shouldn't be shamed for whatever choice they make? You know, just let me know your opinions. Also, let me know who you think is going to be the member that, if they do become exempt, is going to sit there and kind of go out there and make a spectacle about things and make things difficult on the other members, potentially. Remember, this reading is a legend for entertainment purposes only. I do not know any of the BTS members personally, or, you know, what their real decisions or thoughts on anything is. This is just metaphysical science. This is just a tarot reading. Please take it with a grain of salt. But yes, follow me on Patreon, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my Patreon if you want to purchase a reading like this for your favorite group, idol, or celebrity. I have plenty of options, and it's only $6 to join, and you can get a whole bunch of videos that I just have not published on YouTube. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you Cubs there. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get all the readings that, well, to be notified when I drop readings. And yeah, I hope to see you again next time in the Lion's Den. Bye!